Hi everybody, it is Thinking Thursdays, and it's been a while since I did post something on here, and this is only the second video. I skipped a couple weeks so that way I can think about how I was going to gather my thoughts about what's been really on my heart. My name is Sarah, and I wanted to title this video Forgiveness and Freedom. So right now we're in the midst of what they are calling the biggest election America has ever gone through. This has been a turbulent year for many people, and I wanted to stress how important it is to forgive and talk about the freedom we give ourselves when we forgive. So on my last video, I titled it Divided We Fall. Right after I posted that, I got a violation and I became very angry, and I made a post which now I've taken down, but I had to really take a look at why I was so angry. And anger is not a bad emotion. Anger tells us what we're passionate about and what we have really strong feelings about. But we have to remember that in anything we do, if we do it from a place of anger, then we're not really doing justice to the cause that we're trying to speak about or act on. Many of us take actions and reactions to everything that's going on around us. And that's just natural. We're humans. It's hard not to react. And it was very hard for me not to react because I felt like I was being silenced. And that goes back to a place of being a child and not feeling like I had a voice. And everything that I've learned, I feel very strongly and passionate about protecting others around me that I love. I love everyone. I just want to see everyone come together and learn how to work with one another. And I had to stay quiet after my initial reaction of anger and sit with my feelings and really forgive myself. If you can't find it in yourself to forgive other people or society or other things that are out of our control, find it at least within yourself to forgive yourself for the anger. We can't grow if we're angry about a situation. We can't find the love within us that thought or that feeling originated on. So it's all rooted from our past experiences. And I even had somebody reach out and say that they think that I should take down my past posts, which I did, and I appreciate that message wasn't one out of anger, but it was one just to remind me that in anger you lose all integrity of what you're trying to spread. I want to spread information. I want to spread love. I want to spread a feeling of unity between everybody, and try to teach people from my experiences how you actually do that and how you forgive yourself. After the first video, I did make other videos, and my first couple after that first one, I don't think that I can publish or really even want to show anybody, because I was just so angry. And I sat there and I observed what good will really come of those videos. And I was actually speaking with a couple of people that I ran into, and I didn't know that they were homeless. And I talked to them, and I did get in a good talk with them, and that leads me to this huge lesson in why forgiveness brings you freedom. We and many people are living in these negative emotions of anger and fear and feeling betrayed, feeling lied to, feeling unheard. And when we are just sitting with those and not understanding that those emotions are there for a reason, for us to learn to forgive, then we're not learning anything. We're not growing. We're not releasing ourselves from those chains of having to go through that torment of those emotions. And I really did. I sat there and I cried, and I forgave myself for being a hypocrite, because in a message that I so passionately wanted to show other people how to come together and a better way to do that, I offended a few people. And when you offend people, your message goes unheard, and it does no good. So I've been sitting with these feelings for a few weeks now, and thinking about how to actually put words to how I feel. And that's the next thing. It's very hard to put words to emotions. Everybody experiences emotions differently. Everybody has different perspectives, and I just want to try to help people understand that emotions are vital to our survival. They will eat you up inside. They will make you sick, physically sick. Even if you think, well, I can't forgive, but I can forget. Your emotion knows no different. It will stay within your spirit, and it will eat at you, eat at your soul. It'll eat at your heart until you lift yourself from it, from that anger, from that fear, from those feelings of being betrayed. So we started off by trying to help people with food, and then we got into deeper issues of shelter in our group. And that's why I told people that I would explain the Band-Aid. So I think it's been long enough. I've been wearing the Band-Aid off and on to remind myself what that means. And the Band-Aid means, food and shelter. That's like putting a Band-Aid on our problems. But in order to actually fix what's going on today, we have to go deeper. We have to take off the band-aid and look underneath of it and see what needs to be healed. We won't solve today's problems in the same way that we created them. No problem of this level can be solved in the same way that it was created. And these problems were created out of fear, out of anger, out of deception, out of being against one another, and not understanding just how beautiful we all are and how important we all are for us all to exist in a better world, a world that's based from love. So I haven't taken on, or our group, we haven't taken on any more homeless cases of people and families, because I get really involved in their personal lives. And I'm going to have a post later on in our group about the last family that we dealt with. Has been a family that we still continue to this day to try and help. And in getting to know them more, and I've talked to them, they did agree that they were living and are living in their own personal hell. And we got down to the deeper issue of what actually happened. And in their relationships with family members and with each other, there's this underlying issue of anger, of being betrayed, of being lied to. And when I said, well, you have to forgive, and they said, well, I can forget, but I can't forgive. And today, in the announcement later, if you don't watch this video, you might see the post later, he was given 2 days to live. This issue can't be something that we can fix by, we've continued to give them food. We've continued to help them with our own money to try to find a place of shelter, you know. But if we don't ever get down to the deeper issues, we can't help anybody. And we can't force anybody to forgive other people in their lives that have hurt them. We can't control other people. But I ask from the bottom of my heart to try to forgive. Go to that deeper issue and let go, release those ugly emotions that just eat us up inside. They don't do us any good. I was speaking with another homeless girl. She was 21, and this was one of my, experimental videos that I was still angry to. And I asked her if she felt like she deserves to be loved. And she started crying, and she said no, that she didn't feel like she deserved to be loved because of all of the bad things that she had done. And I want to say that none of that matters. If you choose today to release yourself from those feelings of not being worthy of forgiveness, that will be your answer to stop living in peril in our own personal hells. And it pains me and it makes me sad. And we all have forgiving that we need to do. I still evidently need to. It's something that we're going to always be working on. But when you can finally release yourself from different experiences and actually see them as a gift, that would help be one step closer to having a better life for us all. And I guess that's it. All right, I don't have time to edit any videos. I'm still afraid to be on video. But I just wanted to get a quick message out there, since this is something that I wanted to do. This is a way that I feel that we can help people more than just giving food and shelter. And if it's something that you need help with, reach out to me, reach out to a friend. There's so many of us out there that are wanting to help people. But you have to make a decision. We all have to make decisions. Our world is full of choices. We always have a choice in how we're going to handle something and what we're going to do. So that's it for today. I came over here to Elmendorf Park before the sun set, and there was a really pretty crane behind me. I don't know where it's at now, but it's very pretty here. Get out in nature, relax, take a deep breath. We're all gonna be okay. All right.